I think I'm going to leave a legacy behind of young people who can really work and drive the business to the next generation.
My father believed in conducting business with speed and simplicity. And he'd always say that actually it starts from listening. He had this amazing knack of listening to every level of the organization. He'd go to the warehouses, understand what was selling because you can physically see it. Go to the stores, talk to the store managers, sit down at the cash, look at what people were buying. Come to the offices. He had no version that actually the leaders know everything. He was a man where he'd walk every single level of the organization and understand what's happening. And actually, there are many customers who have met him over the years in store, who have interacted with him just for him to understand what they think, what they like, what's the feedback on our business.
It was 2 p.m. in the afternoon. Micky and I decided to do a walk, and he asked me how I felt working for Lifestyle. So I'd spent about 6 months in the company, and I saw many young people working very hard, working late hours, not taking any leave, no concept of work-life balance. So I told him that, Micky, I work for Lifestyle. Before I joined you, I had no style, now I have no life. It was a really important moment in my career because I realized that here I'm working for somebody who can tolerate a lot of honesty and straightforwardness. And after that, we never looked back.
My father was just very simple. In the sense that he loved what he did, and he was incredibly curious. And I think listen and adapt comes from it, but that's the heart. He studied businesses everywhere in the world and tried to look for opportunities, and that's what fed him. He did not like board meetings and he didn't like the structure of being a big business, but he liked the ideas part. And my mother loved the structure, so actually it was a wonderful balance between the two.
One of the toughest times, but also one of the best ones, and I think the tough times teach you the most, was the fire at Oasis Mall, where the mall burns down and we lost our offices. And it was seeing, I think, Micky as a leader and the resilience of the team to say, we are bigger than this, we look beyond this. Within 3 days, we found alternate space. Within 3 years, we were open again with a new mall.
I have many fond memories with Micky. One morning, I got a call from his office. His PA calls me and asks me, "Sir is looking for you." I goes in. Micky has his notebook and he explains to me that, "Shakil, I need to get you to work on 50 new stores for our new home concept." You know, amazing. He dreams and he made us dream his dreams today. And expansion is ongoing.
One of the lessons I've learned from my dad is that it's not just about how we treat ourselves in the company, but how we treat our partners outside. And I think the number one thing is, if you want to be treated well, you have to be fair to your partners, and you have to be clear about what way you want to work with them, and always make sure that people are taken care of, whether they exist within as long as they're in your ecosystem, they're a big part of making you succeed.
One of the memories I had which was on sourcing, he had told me, he says that, "Raza, what when you have a supplier who messes up and does not give you a product which is to your expectation, what would you do?" And as a young man, I said, "I would cancel the order." And he says, says, no, you'll not. You'll take that product. And I said, what? And he says, yeah. He says, you're a retailer and, you'll be able to clear that merchandise. But if you cancel his order, it will sit in his warehouse and the people in the entire ecosystem of production will not get paid. And I said, really? Take the merchandise? And he says, yes, take the merchandise, but never go back after that. And I have lived by that policy. I have worked with some amazing people, and sometimes they had shortchanged. We have taken the merchandise, but never gone back.